morning, everyone. That doesn't sound. Are you right now? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, wonderful. If you have one of these, you paid attention in class. Please turn to the first open page of your bulletin. The grace to you and peace from God, our Creator, Jesus Christ, our Savior, and the Holy Spirit, our Advocate.
Grace and peace to you in the name of our Almighty God.
Lord God, you have knit us together into one body.
You have given us gifts that differ according to your grace.
You have prepared us to serve in your world.
Give us ears to hear your call, to use our gifts in our daily lives.
Give us courage, patience, vision, wisdom, and creativity.
May we humbly and honorably give ourselves as living sacrifices in service to others and to your world.
Please rise as you are able for the reading of our gospel. The Holy Gospel according to John, the 10th chapter. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, who is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away. And the wolf snatches them and scatters them. The hired hand runs away because the hired hand does not care for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock, one shepherd. For this reason, the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have the power to lay it down, and I have the power to take it up again. I have received this command from our Father. The Gospel of our Lord. You may be seated. Let us pray. O Jesus, good shepherd of the flock, you seek the lost and guide us into your fold. Heal us, and we shall be whole. Make us one with you. For you live and reign with the Creator and the Holy Spirit, one God, now and forever. Amen. One day after school, a young boy's mother is insulted by another child and challenged into a fight to defend her honor. Understanding the rules of the playground, he rises to the occasion, but because the boy is not a fighter, he gets the stuffing knocked out of him. Later that evening, the boy's grandfather takes him camping in their backyard. While nursing his wounds with an ice pack, the boy tells his grandfather about how angry he felt over what happened that day. And that when he was done feeling angry, well, he just felt embarrassed. As the two were roasting marshmallows over a fire, the old man shared with his grandson wisdom passed down to him when he too was coming up. Inside every person, there is a war that rages between two wolves. They rage within me, they rage within your parents, and now they rage within you. One wolf is evil, fueled by wrath, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other wolf is good. It thrives with joy, love, peace, hope, tranquility, courage, humility, kindness, gratitude, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The boy pondered his grandfather's words and then asked what all children ask their elders: which wolf wins? The old man paused to consider the question as he lifts his marshmallow from the flames. Then he blew out the fire before replying, "The wolf you feed." Wolves have gotten a bad reputation over the years. Like many predators who live within proximity of human beings, we've come to demonize them because they like to consume the same meats that we like and rely upon for nourishment. In truth, they are a naturally evolving apex predator that play a vital role in keeping ecosystems balanced by regulating prey populations, providing nutrients for scavengers, and influencing plant life through a phenomenon known as tropical cascades. The literary and metaphorical wolves we read about and consume in our favorite media keep us gripped in fear. Ultimately, it is our opportunity to remember that while wolves may howl and snap at our courage, God provides to us the means of overcoming such forces of darkness, determined to overcome us and our community. Perhaps there are two wolves within the soul of every person battling for dominance between good and evil. However, for every wolf in our lives, either benighted or benevolent, I truly believe that God provides a good shepherd to guide and protect the flock. Anyone can be asked to lead, and few are chosen to answer that call. Questions like, "It's too much work," or "Who's going to do that?" or "How are we going to pay for it?" have been the killer of many good and necessary projects, plans, and ministries throughout the ages. The wolves of doubt, complacency, fear, and division howl and snap their teeth. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. And joined to the risen life of Christ, the lives of the baptized are shaped by generosity and sacrifice. Giving one's life, resources, gifts, or whatever else one holds most dear for the sake of another is both a witness to the love we have first been shown and an act of faith. Living into a reality in which one gives life, resources, gifts, or whatever else one holds dear for the sake of another is an entirely different story, especially when it comes to the world that favors rewarding evil for evil while punishing good deeds. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that power without love is reckless and abusive, and that love without power is sentimental and anemic. Hearing Jesus' words during any season reminds us that laying down one's life is not an act to be feared. Rather, it is an act that defies death, as we trust that, washed in the waters of baptism, we have already lived into the resurrected life of Christ. In baptism, we are called to accept God's grace for all of creation, a task not easily fulfilled once put into practice. Dietrich Bonhoeffer explains the reluctance of fully embracing God's grace in the cost of discipleship. In referencing the German reformer Martin Luther, he affirms that grace alone can save, but those words were always spoken in correlation to the obligation of discipleship, of obedience to Jesus. He continues to proclaim that grace was intended to open the way to Christ, but cheap grace only closes it. That cheap grace is preaching forgiveness without requiring repentance. Cheap grace has served as an inoculation, or more accurately, a vaccination. We have gotten just enough of Jesus to prevent us from catching the real thing. God's given grace is more than coming to worship in a sanctuary to sit in chairs or pews to be filled with this good news, only to do nothing with it for the rest of the week. God's given grace is more than going to class to receive a degree that cannot benefit or work towards the freedom of the voiceless. That is the catch to accepting Jesus' role as the Good Shepherd. He is an invitation to be transformed. Once we've opened the door to allow Christ to change our lives, then God expects us to step outside ourselves and keep walking with the Holy Spirit in spite of the danger. At Waldorf University, our students need not choose between one role or another. They can be both scholars and athletes. They can be both scientists and artists, innovative and traditional, curious and sure-minded, fact-driven and faithful. God-given grace invites us to be filled with the privilege that is Jesus Christ, so that we might pour out this good news into our world, which is groaning with labor pains. There are times when we are all like the 99 sheep, safe in the pen, while simultaneously the one sheep that is lost and being looked for by our good shepherd. There are times when we are all at war with ourselves, battling between two wolves locked in an endless competition between love and hate, fear and bravery, compassion and apathy, knowledge and ignorance. Our students are called to rise to the occasion, yet the demons of imposter syndrome will gnaw at their resolve. Our faculty and staff have been equipped to guide and nurture them towards the path of adulthood as they grow and learn at this university. Our students are called to work towards the big opportunities upon the horizon of their futures. Yet the realities of financial difficulties and economic disparity will threaten to hold them back. Our donors have made it possible to combat those fears, to embrace the bright future that each and every one of our students are more than capable of achieving. We have the potential to be like the hired hand who runs away from the task of proclaiming the good news. We each have the potential to be like the Good Shepherd who rises to the challenge of living out God's commission to the world. We each have the prospect of being consumed by the wolf of hatred, doubt, and evil. We each possess the fortitude of the wolf that grounds itself in love, faith, and goodness, that seeks to build up rather than destroy. We are called to be bold in love, conform not to tolerance of empathy for our neighbors, and not to be afraid to open the door that allows Jesus to transform and heal us with God's grace. So, people of God, let us ask ourselves this one pertinent question when it comes to addressing the philosophy of the Good Shepherd. Which wolf will you feed? Amen. We continue with our commission. Please rise as you are able. Creator God, you have brought us here to learn. Our students have been called and empowered to serve the neighbors so that all may flourish. As individuals, you are distinctive, value-driven, innovative, and ambitious. As a community, we are honorable, fair, moral, creative, and humble. May the work of your hands and the meditations of your hearts be directed in upholding the foundations of academic and emotional intelligence, individuality and community, diversity and inclusion, faith and science, equitability and fairness, innovation and flexibility. May these principles guide us in love so that our world may reap the benefits of the grand opportunities that set upon us. In the holy name of the one who calls us and creates us all, may you have the faith to dream of a better world and a better life for all who are created in the image of our God. May we have the faith to fight with integrity and justice as our guide and realize the world that upholds community, passion, living traditions, and success for a better future tomorrow. Lord, remember us in your kingdom and teach us to pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I invite you to sit as we welcome our choir to the front.
I know God is able to deliver in times of storm, and I know that He'll keep you safe from all earthly harm. One day when my weary soul is at rest, I'm going home to be forever blessed.
And never doubt, Jesus will surely bring you out. He'll never fail me yet.
Didn't my God deliver Moses to King Pharaoh?
Let's give another hand to our choir. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord's faith make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. Alert towards his face towards you and give you peace. Go in peace, gifted to give yourselves away.
Thanks be to God.
In case there was any concern before this, I think that the microphone has been thoroughly warmed up for this morning. That was really, really good. Well done. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Waldorf University's Academic Honors and Scholarship Day. I always get excited for this day. We're a few weeks into the semester, and we get a chance to step back from the normal routine that we've been settled in and focus on the sense of recognition as well as acknowledgement of our students, of and for our donors, and really the community that makes Waldorf a very special place to be. This event is about recognizing and supporting excellence and opportunity, and there's no shortage of that on this campus. In large part, it's due to the individuals that support it, so thank you very much for being here today. And the students that are recognized have challenged themselves to learn and to grow and to seek really high levels of academic achievement with the priority that they place on their education. So earning honors or receiving a scholarship is a result of quality work and effort, and take advantage of the time and the opportunity as they've both been presented. So to me, it's worth stopping to acknowledge, and it's worth celebrating together. But this event is also about access and opportunity. This entire campus benefits from the generosity of donors who believe in the mission of Waldorf. Scholarships provide and promote opportunities, and they make it possible for students to pursue things that are valuable to them. The levels of access and support are evident here today, and they're due to the individuals who invest in the future of our students by making those opportunities possible. This event is also about community. Waldorf is a small place, but we don't ask people to go it alone. Behind every honor and recognition is a network of people. It includes faculty, staff, and administrators who guide and support, families who encourage, and donors who invest. And community is ultimately what makes Waldorf a very developmental and sustainable place to be. Our mission revolves around educating the entire student in preparation for a fulfilling life of service. It's the reality that we see in the classrooms. We see it in rehearsals, performances, athletic fields, and in various forms of community engagement. We see it in the persistence of our students who balance training, work, family, friends, social experiences, and studies as they pursue their degree. And we see it in the generosity of our alumni and friends who give back so that future students will be able to benefit from their wisdom and from their insight. But the words on our seal convey light and truth, and they remind us what education is meant to provide. Knowledge, experiences, and growth opportunities in the form of honor, integrity, character, and commitment to live with purpose. So together, Light and Truth prepare our students not just for careers, but for a life of meaning and of service. So as we celebrate today, I encourage you to think about what these honors, recognitions, and scholarships really represent. They represent a lot of hard work, access, and community, and they represent Waldorf's tradition, passion, and success, the pillars that we lean on for support. And they also represent our shared belief in the mission of this university. So with that, it's my privilege to introduce someone who represents an important part of this mission, and please join me in welcoming Mr. Don Meyer, board member for the Waldorf Lutheran College Foundation.
I love this podium. It's got a place for your cup right down here. That's wonderful. Thank you, Mike, for your kind introduction. First of all, let me add my welcome to this Academic Honors and Scholarship Day. Having worked in higher education for 35 years, this was always one of my favorite events. I mean, how can you have anything better than getting students and faculty and scholarship donors, alumni and friends together in one place? Celebrating students for their achievement, donors for their vision, is the lifeblood of higher education. And I was privileged to work with that for 35 years. My wife Chris and I are delighted to be here, to be back to campus. We have a long history with Waldorf, over 50 years now, which doesn't seem possible. You're going to hear more from Chris in a moment, but first I'll share my story. I graduated from Waldorf in 1972, then went on to Iowa State to finish up a degree in architecture. Ended up right back here in Forest City working for the architectural firm that was here. And then in 1986, I made a career change and left the architectural profession and came to work here at Waldorf in the alumni office and spent the next 23 years here. It was absolutely wonderful. And then I finished my career in the development office at Wartburg College for another 14 years, retiring in 2021. I'm often asked why I made that career change. And I often reply, well, as the old saying goes, old architects never die, they just make other plans. I had to get that one in for President Bob because I know he loves those so much. Seriously, I was so excited and proud to come and serve Waldorf. Chris and I both had life-changing experiences here. To serve the place that allowed me to grow and search and explore and have opportunities that I never dreamed of. What a gift that was in my life. And today I'm also proud to be part of the Waldorf Lutheran College Foundation Board. I was serving as the VP for development here when the foundation was actually founded and created in 2006. We started the foundation as a place for donors who could make gifts and have them invested and not spent. And those gifts would grow in the endowment fund, and the earnings would be used to provide never-ending support for the college. And thank goodness we established it when we did, because we were able to continue to raise funds during the ensuing for-profit years. Today, the foundation continues to grow its holdings and invest them responsibly so we can use earnings to award scholarships to you students and give satisfaction to you donors that your gifts make a difference. The foundation's long-standing priorities are for scholarships, the Waldorf Fund, campus ministry, and alumni relations. During this scholarship day, we focus on gifts to scholarships. When I was working as a major gift officer, raising money for scholarship was one of the easiest things to do. It was one of the most popular causes to which donors gave and still give. Everyone clearly understands how their gift will be used. Everyone knows how they work. Everyone knows they're making a difference in a student's life. That's what makes this day so special. So we connect those who make a difference in someone else's life with those who go on to make a difference in the world. How noble is that? And as a gift officer, I was incredibly privileged and inspired to see the passion donors have in making scholarship gifts. As our development team here knows so well, there's nothing more gratifying than to discover the heart of a donor. We've added several new scholarships in the last couple of years, which are noted in your program with an asterisk. I counted 14 of them, which is wonderful. Thank you, donors, for doing that. Thank you, development team, for securing those gifts. And we extend our heartfelt thanks to all of our scholarship donors for their vision for Waldorf. Let's show our appreciation to these generous folks. And we know there are lots of folks who work behind the scenes to make these scholarships happen, to make sure they are matched with the right student, for the right amount, and at the right time. So let's please thank our financial aid staff and the scholarship committee for their great work. And one more word of thanks and gratitude to our donors for entrusting your philanthropy to the Waldorf Lutheran College Foundation. We hope you'll keep it going. Thank you very much. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our Student Senate President, Gabrielle Bearden. Let's welcome Gabrielle.
I will keep the good mornings going. So good morning, everyone. I would like to extend a welcome to all who are joining us today for this wonderful occasion. A special welcome to all of our donors, past and present Waldorf students, and all of our esteemed faculty and staff. As student body president, I feel honored and privileged to speak in front of all of you here today. Many of us have been blessed to receive academic scholarships from many of our donors here today. But these scholarships are about more than just receiving money. They are about the impact that they will have on all of us during our time here. As a student who has received scholarships from Scholarship Day in the past, I can tell you, when I first got the email, I felt an instant sense of relief. Relief that my entire paycheck was not going to pay for my tuition, and a relief that I didn't have to stress as much to find more hours on top of my heavy course load and my athletic schedule for the past 4 years. The financial freedom paves the way for different leadership opportunities here on campus that I've had over the past 4 years, including working in student life, serving on a hiring committee, presenting at several conferences over my time here, giving back to the community through different events, being a part of multiple clubs here on campus, and many other things that I do not want to get into here today, because it would take way too long. A saying I have often found myself remembering during my time here at Waldorf was that I am a student athlete, not an athlete student. While athletics is a huge part of our time here at Waldorf and our lives, the realization is it will all come to an end one day. But the thing that will get us far in life will be our academics. Here at Waldorf, professors teach us how to problem solve, think critically about different issues that we face every day, as well as ethical issues that are being presented in our world. They offer different support systems that can help prepare students for adulthood. They help us prepare resumes, cover letters, mock interviews, and are always wanting to help their students prepare for what comes next. And as a senior, I can tell you the reality of adulthood is right in front of me. and it is moving a lot faster than I thought it would be. This day would not be possible without our amazing donors. On behalf of the student body, I want to personally thank you for all of your generosity and your support to all of the students here, past and present. Your kindness and support toward our students is helping us all achieve our dreams, to further our education, excel not only on the field, but also in the classroom, and helping us prepare for the real world. Again, thank you all for coming to this wonderful day to celebrate, and I want to personally congratulate all of the students who have received scholarships here today. And make sure that you pay this generosity forward in your time here at Waldorf. Try and meet with your donors and personally thank them for their kindness and the support if you're able. And let them know a little bit about yourself, what you do, maybe a sport you play, or even your favorite animal, something little. Thank you again, everyone, for coming here today, and I hope you have an amazing day celebrating this joyous occasion. Thank you.
Thanks, Gabrielle. Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Chris Meyer, and I am the other side of Don Meyer. We call each other Poops. We met here. He was a couple years older, but we met here, and it started out as Poopsie, and now it's just Poops. So anyway, that's who we are. But I, too, am an alum. I graduated from the class of 1975, and so we are having our 50th class reunion at homecoming. Wow, that used to be old people. I want you to go. We used to be that way. But anyway, we have been long supporters. I graduated with a 2-year degree like we did in those days, and I became so much more than I thought I could ever become when I came here. I have degrees now from Waldorf, Buena Vista University, Dordt College, and Iowa State University. And it's just because of the groundwork of belief in myself that Waldorf gave to me. You know, we have been long supporters, and I think it started probably in the early 70s, right after we were married. Well, we were married in the mid-70s, so it would be shortly after that. My dad was a pastor in Wisconsin, and we were coming home. I was riding with him coming home from a Thanksgiving service he gave, and he was a Renaissance man. He had so many hobbies, and on that ride home, we were talking about this telescope he made from scratch. And I said, Dad, where is that telescope? Oh, I don't know, he said. I gave it to somebody. I wonder who I gave that to. That hit me. They had always, my mom and dad were always givers. They just gave. He gave that telescope to somebody. And that New Year's Eve, my husband and I decided we would become givers. And it changed everything for us. We now donate mostly to the scholarship in the Waldorf Fund. And from living here for 30-some years, we had the inside understanding of what the financial needs of the college were, and also the outcomes in the alums as they came back, and we were able to see some amazing transformation into the professional lives of these former students. Because we're so old, I'm 70, he's 73, you know, when we lived here and started out in the early 70s, we knew alums that were from the early part of the existence of this college, and now to this very day, I'm a mentor to one of the students now, so look at that span. So I'm going to tell you about one of those old alums. Our neighbor across the street when we lived here was Agnes Burke. Agnes probably graduated in the early 1930s from Waldorf, and she loved Waldorf. So one year was about her 50th class reunion, I think, and she needed somebody to take her, so I did. And I watched her walk a little and find her place at the table, and she looked so lovingly at all these alums of this college that she loved with her whole heart. So we sat down and we were eating lunch, and I looked across the table at Agnes, and she was wearing this light blue polyester dress with little reddish-orange flowers, and I said, "Hey, Agnes, is that a new dress?" Oh, she said, "Oh, no, I bought it 20 years ago for my funeral. I haven't used it, so I thought I'd start wearing it." Agnes. Oh, man. You know, we all, those of us that are here, students, I talked to a couple of you already, and those that have gone, we know the magic that Waldorf gave us. And we know why we want to keep spreading that on. By the way, put a bookmark here. So President Alsop, a couple years ago, I was given the opportunity to speak at commencement. And he said 5 minutes. That's how much he gave me today again. I think this is wrong. Okay, get back to where we were. So anyway, what did I just say? See, I'm 70. Okay. Well, Agnes Burhall, okay, after Agnes, and then we spread it around. Oh, yeah, spread it around. Oh, yeah, okay, I got it. Don't worry, I've done this before. So, many years ago, when we were living here, the YMCA, I was going swimming every morning there. And one day I came out, they were celebrating their 10th anniversary. And they were handing, the ladies at the table, or the desk were handing out packets of seeds. And the one I got said Shasta daisies. I get excited about little things like this, and I said, Shasta daisies, I love Shasta daisies. Are these those things that come up every year? Oh yeah. One of the ladies said, they come up in places you don't even want them. And the other lady said, yep, they come up in places you don't even plant them. That's why we're here today. That's why we're here today. So, those that are receiving scholarships, would you please stand up for a minute? All of you guys, yep. Everybody receiving a scholarship, stand up. Yep. You haven't stood up as you're receiving? Yep. You guys, I saw you guys, yeah. Now, I want you to look around, just kind of turn your bodies around and look at all the donors that are sitting here. You are their seeds. And all you have to do is go anywhere you want and bloom. All they have to do is to keep on planting. Someday you'll take over for them and you'll be planting the seeds. You can sit down. And I will too. Thank you for planting. Thank you for growing. And thank you all for blooming.
Okay. Thank you, Chris, for telling us stories. I love your stories. I love when you bridge the gap and speak to the 100 years that you can represent as an alum. When you think about that, we're sitting in 2025, this will be 2026. 50 years from now will be 2076. And you will be here. And you will see the students who are here then, and you will be able to speak to the 100 years of Waldorf that you will represent, and beyond, because you get way better health care than I'm sure I can stop, so it's going to be a good time. I'm Severin Roberts. I'm the Executive Director of the Waldorf Lutheran College Foundation, the Vice President for Engagement and Advancement for Waldorf University. My team is responsible for bridging the gap between campus and everyone else. So our alums, our friends, our parents, everybody has that opportunity to engage and then also to advance the university. Again, I'm going to do a shout out to the Scholarship Committee. Thank you for the work. It takes a lot of people behind the scenes to make that happen. For you guys, you need to know, it's a Herculean feat. The Supplemental Scholarship Form helps Scholarship Committee find students which have some esoteric preferences. There's some niche information that will help you be matched. You only need to fill that out one time, and the information is kept year over year. If you haven't filled it out, look at waldorf.edu/scholarships, go to the residential scholarships, and there's a QR code on your program. I promise you, it's worth the 5 to 7 minutes that it will take you to do this. It would just be very helpful to that group. Thank you, donors, for helping make sure that students can be students. It makes all the difference to them. The foundation was organized to help secure and steward these gifts. And the foundation became the sole owner of Waldorf University in December 1st of 2022. A very unusual setup. I don't know of any other school in the country, but Bob could probably speak to that a little better. Scholarships tell the stories of people who love Waldorf. Donors establish scholarships to honor people they loved, to commemorate their experiences, and to give a hand up to today's students. You are today's students. You
are entrusted to take care of Waldorf University and the students who come after you throughout the course of your lifetime. This first section of scholarships I will read includes the awarded scholarships. They're annually funded scholarships, endowed scholarships, and scholarships that will be awarded in the future. These scholarships are added to your financial aid packages. Financial aid and the business office have the information. Please be nice to them. Please be nice to them. Stewardees and donors, please wave or stand as your scholarship is called. And students, please come wherever I need Theo or Ron. There, Theo's got the list. There you go. And then Bob, if you'll come and have a picture with these folks, that'd be great. If you have a star in your envelope, you are expected for lunch with your donors. The lunch will be in the Johnson Ballroom. If you have a conflict or if you need help with your professor, coach, or campus boss, we will do that with you so you can spend this special time with the donors who are here with us today. Let us begin. Mavis Adams Endowed Memorial Scholarship goes to Alexi Rick. Norm. Janice Cordell and Norma Adams are here representing the Mavis Adams Endowed Memorial Scholarship. In 2002, James Adams established this memorial for his first wife to celebrate local and regional students. Bart Appleton Endowed Scholarship is for Paisley Castellano and Jenny Wynn. Mary Appleton and your family members, I am so glad that you could be here for the awarding of the Bart Appleton Scholarship. Bart unexpectedly passed away in the spring of 2023 here on campus, and his loss was profoundly felt. As a faculty member, he established meaningful and genuine connections with his students, whether he worked with them over several semesters or several moments. And I appreciate that you're here today. Bartison Family Endowed Scholarship. We have Gus and Karen. Is that right? Are those our people? Gus and Karen Gustafson. Is that right? Huh? Where are you, Gus? Isn't this your scholarship, Bartleton? Okay, all right. I was like, I thought that was you. The Bartleton Family Endowed Scholarship was established in 1998 by members of the family, and many, many family members and friends have made gifts throughout the years. They are often in remembrance of their beloved family members. It's a beautiful scholarship, and thank you for being here. Is Emily Tiffany there? Oh, there you go. I'm sorry, Emily, I didn't get your name there. I got my own flustered. Thank you. Dr. Eric J. Bartleson 1964 Alumni Board Scholarship is with Jillian Cardoz. Tara Kingland, class of 2015 and 2025, is the second vice president for the Waldorf Alumni and Ambassadors Council, and she's here with us today. The scholarship was established in 2010, and the Alumni Council has annually supported this scholarship. In 2021, it was renamed to honor Eric, who was a beloved alumnus and Alumni Council member. The Berglund Family Memorial Scholarship is Emily Goodner. Walter and Evelyn Berglund Memorial Endowed Scholarship for Cora Mader. The Dave Bolsdorf Endowed Scholarship, yes, this is the Bolsdorf Field Dave Bolsdorf, is for Germani White. Gerald and Mary Jo Bowman Annual Scholarship is the same people that helped us with the Bowman Fine Arts Center, and that's Robay Geary. Boykin Family Scholarship goes to Kenneth Cook. Helen Briggs Halverson Endowed Scholarship for Nicholas Arndorfer. Helen Briggs Halverson, that goes to Coupling. Clifton L. and Marjorie J. Berlin Endowed Scholarship for Andrew Tworkowski. Dorothy Nasby Carlson Music Endowed Scholarship for Elijah Lozano. Agnes M. Christensen Endowed Scholarship for Anna Long Henry. David Clark 1980 Scholarship goes to Julia Southwell. Here today is Gary 1973 Clark and Diane Clark of 1973 as well. This is first awarding of this scholarship. It is in celebration of a life well lived and all too short. David's brother, Gary, with his wife Diane, endowed a scholarship which grew from gifts by friends and family members. David was a leader in Bible study, traveled broadly, and deeply loved his family and friends. He left Waldorf, and we are so grateful that you were able to share his memory with us. That's all we want. This is going to be the one. Class of 1948 Endowed Scholarship for Michaela Putnam. Class of 1978 Endowed Scholarship for Allison Heflin. Kevin and Jill Sharper, Mason City, presented the Class of 1978 Scholarship. Kevin is a member of the class and a former Waldorf staff member. They established the scholarship to commemorate their class, and I believe it was also a memorial. The classes continue to make gifts of their scholarship, and I can't wait to see what they'll do for their 50th reunion in 2028. Carol Cinder Clemens Memorial Endowed Scholarship for Cooper Yao. Ingeborg Coltvet Memorial Business Endowed Scholarship goes to Joel Kunga. Ingeborg Coltvet was an alum. I believe she was from the class. She was a class from the early days. And she was, my understanding, and I did not have class with her clearly, but she was a very tiny woman who was in the business department, and she was the woman you did not mess with, but she would tuck you under her wing, and she would help people get through school. I heard so many stories. I heard a story of a woman who set up she set up a special plan that extended her schooling for a year so that she could pace herself. Come to find out, she probably had a learning disability, and she just needed a little more time, and she custom did this. But I've heard of so many people where she said, I believe in you, and you're going to do this thing, and you're going to graduate, and we're going to do it together, and I believe in you. And so we've had several people endow or make scholarships in her name, and that is the spirit of Waldorf. Marlis Cook Memorial Scholarship for Cole Mauskimo. Gordon and Margaret Posner Memorial Endowed Scholarship for Kayla Smith and Dominic Weaver. The David A. Dam 1973 Endowed Fund goes to Geraldo Vasquez Perez. The fund was established for the 2025-26 school year. Retired faculty member David Dam 1973 started, and then faculty annually funded a scholarship for promising communication students. For founding the communications department, and upon his retirement, a small group came together to establish an endowed fund to perpetually tell the story of David's career with this dynamic program. The fund was announced at Dave's 50th reunion in 2023. As it grows, it will become a named faculty fund, the first named position at Waldorf. Thank you to Dave and Mark and Joy and Tiffany and Carlos and Heather for keeping the spirit alive. Emily Edmiston Endowed Scholarship for Books for Keaton Haynes. Alan and Carol Peterson Edwards Endowed Scholarship for Jenny Wynn. Carol Edwards, I love you. You're amazing. This scholarship was first made awards for the 2023-24 year. This scholarship celebrates Alan of 1958 and Carol of 1955 and their appreciation for their Waldorf experience and how it shaped their lives. Thank you so much for your generosity. Lloyd and Josie Erickson Family Endowed Scholarship for Justice Battle. Jodine K. Evans 1982 History Scholarship for Joseph Waldenbach. Dr. Carol L. Fisher Memorial Scholarship for Derek Williams. Selmer and Lorena Gunderson Endowed Scholarship for Dustin Orbosch. Dale and Agnes Hagen Scholarship Fund for Samuel Long. Margaret Muggy Hagen Endowed Scholarship for Isabella Urban. I recently talked to somebody and learned more about Muggy, so if you want to know about Muggy, come learn. Not today. The Audvin Hagen Music Endowed Scholarship, this is the person after whom the music building is named, is Maya McWilliams. The Bill Ham Scholarship is named for the 16th president, and he was an incredible advocate for international students. This goes to Arturas Lorna Vicus. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Kenneth and Joanne Hansen Endowed Scholarship for Jenna Pollock. Ken and Joanne of 1963 Hansen represent their scholarships. It was funded annually by long-term faculty members Ken and Joanne. Ken is a retired professor of speech and has some great stories to tell you about the MCM era of Waldorf. They recently endowed their scholarship, and we are so grateful. Thank you so much for being here. Peter and Jan Severade of 1953 Hermanson Endowed Scholarship is for Arturas Laura Navicus. Again, I'm going to have to go with yes. Julian Jimenez, Fletcher Postlethwaite, and Kaylin Reed. We are going to make sure we have a quick photo of you guys so we can take it to the donuts. They're in Story City. They're lovely people. Hubert and Daisy Cormany Hill Endowed Scholarship for Isaac Masters. The Holman Scholarship goes to Alexa Torres. Stanford and Ruth Holton Endowed Scholarship for Raymond Miller. I believe Reverend Bill Holton and Audrey Holton Olmsted of 1968 are here. Are there others here with you guys today? Oh, hi. They are here. Ruth and Stanford were both alums, as were 7 of their 8 children. They are a true legacy at Waldorf. Howard and Eunice Hopland Education Scholarship is for Alexi Rick, Zane Redfern, Emma Kudage, and Brooke Hickey. Erwin Z. Highland and Mildred Highland Drentlaw Endowed Scholarship for Jaden Moore. Lawrence and Edna Johannesson Memorial Endowed Scholarship for Cooper Yao. Karen and Wayne Johns Mathematics Scholarship for Jaden Lawrence. Thank you, Wayne Johns. This scholarship was established in 2014 and is awarded to a student majoring in mathematics or mathematics education, or also a student involved in campus ministry. We are so grateful to continue to tell your story. Adrian and Eleanor Johnson Music and Education Endowed Scholarship for Zayden Ng and Elijah Lozano. William R. Johnson, 1958, and Mary L. Carlson Johnson, 1958, Endowed Scholarship goes to Jalen Hovega, Alexis Sirachita, Caden Segerson, and Grant Woodby. excited that they have made this permanent endowment. We dedicated, named the Johnson Ballroom October 5th of 2024 for a lifetime of love for Waldorf and their ongoing belief in Waldorf through their volunteerism, philanthropy, and in having 2 alumni daughters. Thank you, Sally and Manny. Where are you? I missed you. There you are. Hello. Sally is a class of 1993, and we are so glad to have you here today. Mildred J. Johnston Memorial Scholarship for J.C. Platt. Jolivet Endowed Scholarship is Jeffrey Dick, Cameron Kidder, and Odyssey Okra. There are 3 Jolivet brothers who were involved in this scholarship, one of whom is the former president. Dr. Lynn and Rosalie Jewell Endowed Scholarship to Jaden Collins. The Teens and Alice Kingland Future Teachers Endowed Scholarship for Tate Richardson. The Sam Pump 1999 Courage Award Endowment is for Noah Gwynn. Catherine Johannesson Kuginski 1958 Memorial Endowed Scholarship for Anna Long Henry. Ruth and Jacob Lee Endowed Scholarship for Darian Bates. Larry Lenning Memorial Endowed Scholarship for Arturos Laurinavicus, 3rd semester. You have to tell me how to actually say it, but not now. Okay. Trigby Lenning Family Endowed Scholarship for Elementary Education to J.C. Platt. Burnett Sullivan Lincoln Scholarship for Diana Morales Cayes. Oscar and Esther Leiters Choral Music Endowed Scholarship for Ada Vilno. The Ray Neal Endowed Scholarship is for Reagan Wright Redoubt. Don and Chris Meyer, give it up for them. Scholarship is for Olivia Maxie Ladson. They both received the Alumni Distinguished Alumni Award in 2021, if that gives you a sense of the cool people they are. Anna Marie Mitchell Endowed Scholarship, Tori Angeldingo. Reverend T. Lawrence and Alpha Mork Scholarship to Anna McCluskey. Dan Mork 1981 Memorial Scholarship to Samantha Adams. Dr. Paul B. Mork Memorial Scholarship to Spencer Clark. Everett and Clara Nelson Endowed Scholarship to Meredith Mulvaney. Dean Al Narum 1950 Memorial Endowed Scholarship to Jade Hackett. John and Viola Olson Endowed Scholarship. Gavin Jacobus. The Osmus Family Endowed Scholarship to Kaylin Reed. So you know, in the Bowman upstairs, there's that beautiful black piano. That's also from the Osmuses. Yeah. John Osterman Jr. Scholarship Funds for Emmanuel Ferguson. Outstanding Future Educator Scholarship for Abigail Demers. Scholarship is funded annually by the department members to honor excellence of education and the promise of our Waldorf Teacher Education Program. Thank you, Patty and Pam and Melanie and Sheila and Larry and Becky. The Stella L. Peterson Memorial Endowed Scholarship. Thank you, Virgil and Sharon, for this. And Paisley Castellano is our awardee of that. As is Carol. Thank you again, Carol, for being here. So Paisley, we'll clap for you, Paisley. Stella Louise Nickram Peterson was a believer in education and went back to school after her husband died in 1952 to renew her teaching certificate. All of Carol's children attended Waldorf. Carol, 1955, and Alan, 1958, Edwards. Beverly Page, 1957, Lowell Peterson, 1959, Virgil, 1959, and Sharon, 1961 of Peterson, so they got some married, some couples happen to have others, right? Virginia, 1959, and Galen Huff. Merle, 1965, and Gail Peterson. Sharon, 1971, and Bill Bettner. I'm so glad you guys are here. I love this story and this. Gabby Pierce Scholarship for Chase Becker. Adrian and Shirley Kloster Scholarship for Robert Beal. Shirley, did you know that? Rasmussen Encouragement Award Endowment for Taylor Grooming. The Oscar E. Ronkin Annual Scholarship for Alexia Porter. The Rosette Family Memorial Endowed Scholarship is for James Jeffries. Jan Rosdale Egeter and Roger Egeter are here representing the scholarship. It was established in 1997 by Dr. and Mrs. J.R. Rosdale. Jan is a member of the class of 1972, and she has a lifetime love for and service to Waldorf. 6 of her 7 siblings went to Waldorf, and the 7th married a city administrator and moved to Forest City anyway. Ethel Marie Hanson Salto and Cecilia Ramsey Scholarship to Ava Wilson. The scholarship was established by Ethel's 4 daughters and Cecilia Ramsey. Ethel and Cecilia were wonderful lifelong friends and each had a small scholarship. They combined scholarship, celebrates their friendship that they treasured. Thank you, Iris Salto Hemmingson, for being here with us. Alan Sandsgaard, 1971, Memorial Endowed Scholarship to Isabel Gibbs. Okay, you ready for this one? Second Orm Scholarship from the class of 1973 for Shelby Effie. They might tell you stories that they wouldn't tell their parents. But we have Marlis Holton Anderson, 1973, Carol Keena Berglund, 1973, Sheila Munson Davis, 1973, Margaret Hagan Harris, 1973, Marcia Hill Hogan, 1972, who are our second Ormers here today. Their friendship is really special, and they celebrate a lifetime of friendship and challenge, and they challenge other friend groups to do the same. Just find something that you believe in and make sure your story is told at Waldorf forever. If you go flipping back through the Waldorf magazines, you'll see, every, several issues or so, there'll be an adventure picture where they've gone and done something amazing and taken a picture and sent it back to us and put it in the magazine. They are amazing and fun, and I love that you continue to support Second Arm, even though it's a men's sport right now. Shaw Family Scholarship for Emma Villeneuve. Roberta Shaw's 1970, Carlton Shaw 1961, and Carmen Shaw 1965. Carlton is an alumnus of, who's here? Who actually made it today of the Shaws? You all did made it. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Carlton is an alumnus, as was his mother Eleanor and 3 of his siblings. Their late father, Everett Shaw, was a former business manager at Waldorf. They are a true Royal Purple family, and thank you for being here. I hope Everett would be proud of today's welcome. Ron Simon, is Emmaville now? Did I say that name? Yes. Okay, good. Ron Simon Memorial Scholarship, Gabrielle Beerley. Owen J. Solomonson Memorial Endowed Scholarship for Noah Wynn. Shirley Olson Teague Endowed Scholarship for Eliza McCown. Ernest and Mildred Thompson Family Endowed Scholarship for Brennan Nielsen. Orville and Esther Trail Education Endowed Scholarship for Cameron McQuarrie. Pastor Palmer and Ruth Wold Endowed Scholarship for Jordan Jones. This one came out interestingly from the committee. Dorothy A. Wansnow's Endowed Scholarship goes to Emma Villeneuve and Ada Villeneuve. Seth Woolridge Endowed Memorial Scholarship for Jackson Thompson. So who here receives or received some sort of financial aid or a scholarship directly from Waldorf? Maybe it's for grades or an activity, pillars or a sport, maybe it's just to help you out. Who gets a scholarship? There are decades of donors who believe you would be worthy of that support for all of the basketball scholarships and pillar scholarships and merit scholarships. The following scholarships were not individually awarded, but they do help us make sure we can give you the aid packages it takes to make you able to come here and stay here. We will take a minute and listen as we remember the people who are honored by these scholarships. Donald and Charlotte Anderson, Elaine Anderson, Marvin A. Anderson, Ova and Mabel Anderson, Roger C. Anderson, Roger Aft, 1956, Aft Lund families, Frank and Anna Banta, Kirk Farstead, Dr. Lyle B. and Evelyn E. Beaver, Oscar Branstead, Elizabeth Branstead Burtness, Melvin O. Burtness, Jay Gordon and Agnes M. Christensen, class of 1936, class of 1997 BA class, Selmer J. and Dorothy Lee Dole, S.D. Faust, Dr. Sigville D. Faust, Metafic family, Eric and Elsie Bites, Raymond and Florence Fitzgerald, Frank and Phyllis Gillette, Henry Delafield, Dan and Clarice Grafton, Ronald and Darlene Grove, Marion Paul, Ellen and Barbara Halverson, Teresa Hanlou, Mrs. K.J. Jenny Hansen, Henrik Sigmund's families, Stanford and Catherine Hogan, Erling Haugo, Erling Helving, Al Hefner, Astrid Hill, Peter Hillisland, Herb and Kathy Eileen, Burton Smith, Mavis Vingy Ingebrigtsen, Arlene Halverson Ingebrigtsen, Rachel Jensen, John R. and Ruth N. Johnson, O.J. Johnson, Clem's Roots, Sam Conk, L.B. Fund for Lutheran students, Burnett Salvin Lincoln, Dr. Vernon Lindgren, Helen Prestegard Lip, J.D. Mangan, Tracy Matheson, MBT Bank, Elida Motland, Everett and Clara Nelson, Irving and Marion Wold Nice, Marie Walker Nodland, Marvin T. Nystrom, Ralph and Benita Olson, Ella Olson, Al and Verna Oster, H.S. Osling, Helmer and Ruth Peterson, Melvin Rasmussen, Verna and Harry Reynolds, William and Enid Robinson, Lois Rose, the Reverend C.S. Salveson, or whom Salveson is named, Berta Salveson, I believe is his daughter, Lynn Sandman, Ernest Schmitz, Philip Sigmund, Marvin Simonson, Bill Smith, Harold Smith, Patrick Thomason, Lillian Madeline Torgerson, Mabel Tretton, Luther and Elise Tweeten, John Loughlin, and Stan Young. We are honored to remember you. You have worked hard to get here and to put your best out there. You will get out of Waldorf what you put into it. Put your best in, soak in her light so that you can live Waldorf's life of truth for the rest of your lives. Thank you, and keep on living in service to others. Remember that if you have a star on your envelope, I would love to have you for lunch. And if you need help with that, please just let us know. Okay.
So now we get to turn our attention to the recognition of the Dean's List. The Dean's List is one of the clearest ways that we measure and mark academic excellence at Waldorf. It requires a semester GPA of 3.50 or higher. However, even though this honor is very much an academic honor, I truly believe it to be more than just a quantitative number. I think it represents expectations that you set for yourself, the effort and the consistency that it took to meet them, and it obviously reflects the hours of preparing, reading, writing, presenting, and testing. I have to admit, I think we have some pretty difficult professors and some challenging classes. And it embodies so many of the traits that we attempt to develop at Waldorf, and that's exactly what our mission is all about. Making the Dean's List, to me, is evidence that you're developing the skills that extend well beyond the classroom. Those same skills that will allow you to contribute in your careers, your families, your social responsibilities, and in the communities that you live and serve. So for some of you, this may be the first time that your name appears on the Dean's List. For others, it could be one of many, and for others, it could also be the last. And all of those are perfectly okay. You don't have to be successful in mathematics to be on the Dean's List. There was a mathematics scholarship that was just awarded too, but I want you to think about that example. Like, regardless of the semesters that you're here with us for, whether it's starting with us on day one and you're here for 8 semesters, or you transfer in after 2 years and you're here for 4 semesters, or somewhere in between, anytime, not just with the Dean's List, but in life, you now have at least a 1 in that numerator. And it's a big deal that when you can prove to yourself, if you set out to do something, it moves beyond some hope and wish and belief and thinking into something that's really tangible and quantitative. And I think that you should be encouraged. I'm very excited by that. So although we're recognizing you for your academic honors today, I want you to think about carrying forward all the things that allowed you to receive this honor. The standards that you set for yourself, the encouragement that you provided for yourself and sought from others. And I would like for a moment, if you are on the Dean's List for the past semester, if you could stand so that we could recognize you as a group. From the bottom of my heart, well done. This is well earned and well deserved. And at the conclusion of today's event, Jennifer Edwards is sitting at a table back there. She's waving her arms. Dr. Flagel is helping doing the same. And if you could please pick up a certificate for you that recognizes that fact. So, congratulations. I think you should be proud of yourself because I certainly am. Well done. Following me, I'd like to introduce representative from the Alpha Chi Honor Society for some further recognition of students and awards.
Good morning. I'll keep this short and sweet because I was only voluntold to do this about 2 days ago. Hello everyone. My name is Arnaldur Stephenson. I'm a senior English and creative writing double major from Reykjavik, Iceland. This last year, I also served as secretary for the Waldorf University chapter of Alpha Chi. Being nominated to join Alpha Chi is one of the most prestigious honors for students here on campus. Lifetime membership is restricted to the top restricted to the top 10% of the junior and senior classes by GPA. Furthermore, Alpha Chi is the best opportunity for undergraduate students here on campus to engage with and interact with other passionate, bright, young, inquisitive scholars on the national stage. You can do that through publication in exclusive journals and by attending national conferences paid for by our Alpha Chi chapter. This week, invitations have gone out to students who are eligible to join Alpha Chi, so our list of members will be growing over the next few days. I will now call the names of those who are currently on our list of members. Please stand and be recognized as I read your names, and of course, I apologize if I misspell or if I mispronounce something. Alaya Abrahamson, Anna Longhenry, Anthony Toulouse, Dalton De Bono, Isabel Gibbs, Jillian Cardouz, Kaylin Markson, Kyle Peterson, Macy Stratton, Noah Ward, Olivia Cross, and Paige Vitorica. If we missed other members' names on our list, or if you're a new nominee for membership, please stand now and be recognized as well. Thank you, everyone. I now turn back to President Bob.
Are there any Minnesota Vikings fans? For the rest of you, you can pity us. Except for Monday night, our first-year quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, after having a horrible 3 quarters, throwing a pick six, gets into the huddle and looks around and says, "Where would you rather be right now?" And that's how I feel. Where would you rather be right now, Warriors? Right here, right? Because we are? Warriors! We are? Warriors! We are? Warriors! Right. I went off a little script there because I found out that my professor of speech from Concordia is in the audience today. She always said, get the crowd fired up first. So can we look back at my grade and see if we can revise that? This is a great day, so I'm going to do what you do to memorialize great days. And that's to take a selfie. You're too big for one, but here we go. This side. This side. I always have a very concentrated look on my face when I do that because I'm trying to figure everything out because I'm old. But what a great day, and what a great day to be a Warrior, and just love Waldorf. It's just that simple. We're here because we believe in our shared mission. Waldorf educates the entire person, equipping students for lives of fulfillment in communities where they live and serve. And you heard today what our motto is. You may not have heard that before. It's in Latin, Lux in Veritas. It translates to light and truth. It's on the academic seal. It'll be on your diplomas. Donors, you bring light and truth into the world of these students through your generosity. And students, you now have the responsibility that when you go into the world, you become the light and the truth, entrusted to take care of Waldorf future students and live life abundantly. Waldorf is distinctive in higher education. We lean into our mission of educating the entire person. These students are very busy, and you heard about that today. Not only are they scholars, but they are athletes and musicians. They are leaders and innovators. They are servants and volunteers. We are not a this or that university. We are a this and that, and that, and that, and maybe even that over there too. I'm so very proud of our students and the lives they lead. Our institutional model includes a vibrant campus, growing online programs, and most importantly, a dedicated foundation committed to making a Waldorf education affordable. With the broadening philanthropic work of the foundation, donors have greater opportunities to support Waldorf and ensure it will thrive and serve students for generations to come. These are exciting times at Waldorf, and today is an exciting day for everyone in this room. Because of your generosity, these students will graduate with less debt. They will be able to follow their callings from God using their passion and gifts because of your generosity. Congratulations to the Dean's List and Alpha Chi members. You are the academic captains of our university. I want to add my thanks to the scholarship committee who does incredible work to make all this happen. They have been so diligent. Thank you to the people who supported this event today, and I'm going to read names, which means I'm probably going to leave someone off of there, so I apologize to that person or persons already. Severin Roberts, Rod Schultz, Theo Schoeneman, Cheryl Barber, all from the advancement office. Our awesome dean, Mike Gatlin. Give him a round of applause, students. Cindy Carter, Jennifer with 2 N's, 1 F, Edwards, Jennifer with 1 N, 2 F's, Tillman, Emily I.E. Bertram, Melissa Phillips, Gabby Dearly, Don Meyer, Chris Meyer, or Poops and Poopsie. Our Icelandic poet, Arnaldur Stephenson, Tara Kingland, Carlos Ruiz, Hannah Meyer, Tim Severson, and the facility staff, Brian Keeley, who's everywhere all the time doing everything, and the campus dining staff. Thank you, students, for your attendance today, and thank you, donors, for being here and all of your support for Waldorf University. Let's give everyone just a big round of applause. I hope, for our visitors, I hope you will all return to campus for homecoming on October 10th and 11th, because it will be, as the kids say, lit. That's the courage I get from my kids. Again, thank you, congratulations, and enjoy this special day. I invite donors, stewardees, and those students who have scholarship donors in attendance, apparently marked by a star on your envelope, to come to the scholarship luncheon in the ballroom. And with that, I'll ask Chaplain Jennifer, with 2 F's, to please lead us in the benediction.
scholars, we have finally come to the end of our time in the atrium, though now that I know that we can disrupt your lives for a few minutes during Wednesday, maybe we should move our chapel to the atrium from now on. I'm joking. I'm joking. When you look at me like that, I'm joking, obviously. So please rise as you are able for our benediction. May the warm rays of the sun fall upon your home, and may the land of a friend always be near. May God be with you and bless you. May you see your children's children. May you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings. May you know nothing but happiness from this day forth. May green be the grass you walk upon. May blue be the sky above you. May pure be the joys that surround you. May true be the heart that loves you. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may the God that loves us all hold you in the palm of his hand. Go in peace, gifted to give yourself away. Thanks be to God. You please remain standing, because we're like that here, for our alma mater, as we welcome you, our choir.